Aga ko naglakwatsa. Nasa Singapore po ako. May church doon. At dito ako pupunta. Sa National Gallery ng Singapore. Kita-kita ko na po siya. Good morning. It's okay. Ayan, no? Diyan ako pupunta. So, mamaya pa siya magbubukas. Yan. Okay? Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me here. I'm actually from Malaysia and I was invited to be here. Thank you for everyone here. My poem is titled Far Away. It's hard to be far away from the family that I left with promises. Promises that filled with hope. Hope, the desire change. Change from the old ways of living. Where those little feet walk far to school and back home. Clothes that were sewn back quite many times. Oh, how many years more before I can cover such nakedness? Yes, I need to be away, so poverty that I'm used to can be replaced with a little ease. Stay away from home that seems to be the throne of poverty, to someone like me who was born a beggar and oppressed. So here I am. I am also wondering why the rich people get richer and the poor get poorer. Is it a sin to be born poor? Can it be called a problem? Common questions that I've found no answers to. Even my homeland responds with none. So here I am, staying away from the dearly fragrance of jasmine, headed to famous hibiscus garden. Malaysia, my neighbor in Asia. Thousands of miles and oceans apart. Distance that is so hard to be traversed. Homesickness that is too hard to traverse. Interacting with various ethnicity, different languages that make me so giddy. But I have to adjust and adapt, and in the street, I'll be smart, for I long for a new start. Here in far distance, a place of refuge, shelter for migrants like me, shelter for those who escape their own lands because of tragedy, violence, or it is better to say that the reason is poverty. I admit that there in Malaysia, I am part of a ballooning foreign population. It's probably the product of globalization, doors open by neighboring nations. But why is it like that? Why do I feel the pain of the mark? Insistently stomp into my personality that says I am a low-grade type. Yes, you are right. We are not equal. For I am a stranger in your country, a loyal servant in your community. But please, don't look at me as if I am a disgusting crawling worm. I am not a dumb, and the story of my life, you can never be right. I believe I am not alone. I am not the only one who went through the process of degrading identity. Some experience inhumanity, suffering from being abused while in the corner hiding quietly. Until when will I have to stay like this? Is this why I sacrifice for the sake of great change far away?
The first ever Global Migrant Festival was held in Singapore over the weekend. With migration becoming a hot-button topic around the world, the festival aims to give migrant workers and refugees a platform to share their stories through art. CGTN's Mira Liu takes us through the two-day event, which included a wide array of film screenings, cultural performances, theater, music, and panel discussions.
Enthralling performances, mesmerizing dances, and beautiful poetry. The first Global Migrant Festival was a celebration of art and culture from 25 countries and regions. The festival saw migrants around the world come together and share their stories in their own words.
Yes, I need to be away, so poverty that I'm used to can be replaced with a little.
One such story was that of Joan Santillan Amurao. Joan, who is a foreign domestic worker in Malaysia, shared her tear-jerking story of leaving her home and family through her poem, Far Away.
For me, this is a very great kind of event. It's because we can, migrants or even a refugee, can showcase their talent.
About 10% of Singapore's population are transient migrant workers. They're construction workers and domestic helpers. Although some of them have lived here for many years, their talents and their dreams are often unknown to locals. Shivaji Das has been working to give a voice to migrant workers and refugees for several years now. As the artistic director of the festival, he is aware that migration is a challenging and complex theme in the current global climate. He believes festivals like these are an important first step for societies to view migrants through a different lens.
It always used to be NGOs or other international bodies which used to talk on behalf of them, and often these stories don't have from the migrants and refugees. So that's the whole idea of getting this platform for them directly to interact with the wider population.
The finals of the annual Migrant Worker Poetry Competition were also held as part of this festival. Since its debut in 2014, the poetry competition has gained recognition among fellow migrant workers as well as local Singaporeans and expats.
It's great that the migrant workers have a platform to showcase their poems. I think you get to hear a lot of their stories, get to know a lot of their pains, their sufferings, and it's something that we don't really hear about.
Having received a decent response in its first edition, the organizers are now looking to move the festival to different locations across the globe so that more and more migrants can come forward and share their experiences. Mira Liu, CGTN, Singapore.